Hey guys, how's it going? Another day, another video. Am I gonna stop making these videos? Most likely not. You know, this is a healthy way for me to let out my emotions, to let out my opinions, and you know what? Because I really don't have an outlet for this stuff, but I feel that this is a healthy outlet. But anywho, if you already looked at the title of the video, you already know what it's gonna be about. Beauty standards. You know, are they realistic, unrealistic, etc. You know, whatever. For both men and women. Mostly I'm going to be talking about women's beauty standards, but you know, I'm going to be talking about men's too, because you know, it affects both genders. Anyway. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I just recently had a conversation with my wife. You know, she was at work and she's texting me and she was really down because, you know, some of her coworkers were cracking jokes about her, and it was in regards to her weight, I believe, you know. And, you know, being in the military, a lot of people, you know, like, we just crack jokes on each other, harsh, dark humor jokes, but, you know, it really, you know, it affects people. Certain things affect people mentally in a certain way that just, you know, makes them feel bad. But anyway, so she was talking to me, and she was telling me, you know, like things that they were saying. And, you know, my wife she's been dealing with body image issues for a little while because she's just really uncomfortable with herself. Now, first things first, beauty standards are just, personally, I believe a lot of them are just unrealistic. And the reason I say that is because you see these advertisements. You know, you got like makeup advertisements, you got athletic wear advertisements, clothes advertisements, you know, etc. And, you know, you always see these adverts, people, you know, they look real good, they're nice, they're toned. Men, you got people that are like fucking ripped most of the time, not 100% of the time. Like, they'll either just be slim or, you know, they'll just really be toned, like they'll be jacked as fuck, you know, especially when it comes to athletic wear. But, you know, I guess that's like athletic wear, you know, that's the point, I guess. But what these things do to people psychologically, you know, it cracks at your self-esteem, you know, especially like if you don't look like the person in the advertisements, it cracks at your self-esteem. You feel like you start to feel fat, or you start to feel more unattractive, to the point where you actually want to go buy these products. And believe it or not, that's actually one of the marketing strategies for these things. Anyway, now, beauty, I know it's a cliche thing to say, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which is absolutely true. It absolutely is. Beauty is, sorry, got helicopters around. Beauty is based on perception. You know, people have their own beauty standards. They look at people, they be like, oh, like they're into certain body types, they're into whatever. You can't judge people based on that because they have preferences. Everybody has preferences. Some people really don't care what certain people look like, and hey, kudos to you, but certain people have, you know, certain things they're looking for. But anyway, now, me personally, I don't really care about my body image because I'm comfortable with myself. And that's something that a lot of people can't say, because a lot of people honestly aren't comfortable with themselves. Granted, and so what I'm going to say is, a lot of people are uncomfortable with their bodies because of other people's perceptions. I'm not saying that's everyone's go-to, like, oh, I'm uncomfortable with myself because of the way other people view me. No, that's not some people are actually just uncomfortable with themselves because of the way they look at themselves. They're like, oh, like, I'm overweight, I'm way too skinny, you know, I should probably gain some weight. And, you know, like, that's fair. But personally, I believe that most people's body image of themselves is warped based on other people's perceptions, for the majority of the part. Now, that's what I believe. Is it a fact? Probably not, but that's just my personal belief. Now, my wife's having a conversation with me today about all this stuff, and, you know, she was really upset. She wasn't like super upset, but you can tell, like, you know, she was a little upset. And she said something to me that I agree with. You know, she was talking about, you know, like, weight affects females differently, which, you know, it does, especially for their body image, you know, for their own mental body image picture of themselves. And for a lot of people, it's a sensitive subject, which, you know, it is. A lot of people just don't like to talk about it. More people do like to talk about it. And she said something to me that kind of clicked, and I was like, you know, I really agree with this. She goes, I blame the high expectations women are supposed to achieve in society's eyes. Which I replied to, unrealistic expectations, you need to be happy with yourself. Which then she replied, they've created this warped sense of beauty and the only way to achieve it is if you look a certain way. You know, small waist, nice booty, perky breasts, long hair, button nose, big eyes, etc. She says it's ridiculous and it makes it hard to accept yourself. She says she really tries to do that, but she's just not happy with it. She says it's a hard and constant conflict battle within inside of herself. And, you know, I agree with that 100%. Because a lot of people in society tend to raise beauty standards to the point where it feels like it's unrealistic and it's almost unachievable. And it pushes people to a point where they have to achieve this goal or else they'll never be happy, you know, they'll never be attractive. And you know what? It's absolutely total bullshit. I'm here to tell you right now, ladies and men, I'm talking to both of y'all here. You can't rely on others' perception of you. You need to rely on your own perception of yourself. That is the only perception that matters. And you need to listen to this. Your perception of yourself is the only thing that matters. Other people's opinions of you does not matter. You need to realize this. Once you realize this, I promise you, you will be 100% happier with your life. Maybe not 100%, but you will definitely be happier with your life if you realize when you realize you're comfortable with yourself. Now, if you're not comfortable with the way you look based on your own perception, not based on other people's perception, based on your own perception, if you're really not comfortable with yourself, then do all you can to change, to make it better, to make yourself happier. And I wish you all the luck on your journey to making yourself feel better. And that's just the truth. I tell people, go for it. Like, if you're comfortable with yourself, then by all means, I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're 100, 200, 300 pounds, 400 pounds. I don't care. If you're happy with yourself, then you're happy with yourself. That's all. Like, I promise you, you'll be more comfortable with your life. I believe that because it's true. Look at me. I don't got no six pack. I don't have no six pack or anything. I'm approaching a dad bod right now. And you know what? I don't care what other people have to say, because you know why? I found happiness in my life. I'm proud of what I've achieved in life so far. I'm proud of myself. I'm happy with myself because I'm comfortable in my own skin. If you're not comfortable in your own skin, that's a problem, because you're not going to be happy if you're not. I mean, that's common sense. You're not going to be happy with yourself if you don't. If you can't even stand looking at yourself in the mirror. But that's what I'm saying. Especially goes toward, like, I feel like it's an even bigger issue for women. Now, it's not only an issue for women, it's an issue for men too, but I feel like it's a bigger issue for women because they feel pressured by society, they feel pressured by they're pressured by other people, and it's not fair because you feel like you have to conform to other people's standards to your own beauty. Like, first of all, who are you to tell me how I should look? I'm not going to sit there and dress away because you want me to, because you say that's the correct way to dress. I'm not gonna look a certain way because that's how you say it's the correct way to look. Like, no, it's unrealistic, and you need to stop expecting people to look ways that you want them to look, because it's absolutely stupid. It's 100% stupid. And a lot of people have fallen victim to this, and this is what destroys their self-esteem, because they see all these people, they see all these advertisements, all these things in shows that promote beauty standards. And it's just, I mean, of course they don't outright just say, like, oh, you know, this is how you should look. But in people's minds, they're like, damn, like, that's how people want me to look. And it's just crazy. You don't need to buy into all the bullshit. You really don't. You need to, first of all, especially for, like, again, I'm talking to both genders here, women and men, but especially women. Like, you need to realize how beautiful you are. You need to realize how awesome you are. You need to realize how much of a gift you are to this planet. Like, you've been given life. Don't live your life based on other people's perceptions. Don't follow a trail that people are laying out for you. They're like, you need to follow this trail because this is what will make you happy. First of all, other people aren't going to tell you what's going to make you happy. Okay? I know I'm saying that being comfortable with yourself will make you happy, but I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm saying it as an opinion. It's my personal opinion. Like, once you're comfortable with yourself, you will lead a happier life. I know from experience. I used to look at other people, you know, like I used to look at people, you know, they had like the real good bods, you know, they got the big biceps, they got the, you know, the nice cut chest, the chisel abs, and I just be like, yo, damn, like, and I would see, like, you know, like women go for these men, and I'm just like, you know, like damn, like, is it because I don't have abs? Is it because I'm not that? You know, it's whatever. Like, people wouldn't even give me a chance, and like, you know, like that hurts, because I felt like I had to do that shit. But once I actually found someone that actually loved me for who I was, and I'm like, huh. She didn't expect shit out of me. Like, oh, like, you know what, you need to work out, you need to look better for me to love you. Like, no. First of all, if someone is telling you that you need to work out to look better so I can love you, first of all, you need to cut that person out of your life. 100%, man or woman, it doesn't even matter. If a man's telling a woman, listen, you need to start working out and be better because it's making me not love you. If that's true, guess what? You need to cut that person out of your life. Now, if they're concerned for your health, like if they say some shit like damn, babe, you're like over 300 pounds, like you like, I feel like you need to start, you know, paying attention more to your health. Now that's not toxic. If it's about your health, that's not toxic. They're generally concerned for you. They're like, you know, like I want you in my life a long time, and you know, whatever. I mean, if you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it. You know, that's just you. You don't want to do it. Fine, it's whatever. But again, like I'm saying, you just need to realize that you don't need to follow other people's guidance on your beauty, because it's your body, it's your beauty. You feel comfortable whatever way you want to look. It's fine. You be comfortable with yourself, and that's all. That's all it is. You need to be comfortable with yourself. You really do. Again, if you're not comfortable with yourself based on your own perception and it's not influenced by other people's perceptions, then yeah, if you want to go ahead and change it, go ahead. I need to gain some weight. Go ahead and gain some weight. Eat more carbs. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. I need to lose some weight. Alright, do what you gotta do. Go to the gym, go on a diet, whatever. Do what you gotta do to make yourself happy. Like, I promise you, like, if a lot of people are more happy with themselves, the world will be better. Now, this brings me to the next part. People need to stop being so judge-fucking-mental on people's body image. You need to stop. Because it's dumb. What reason do you have to judge people based on their appearance? Why? Because you're petty and ignorant? Because you have a need to step on other people that don't meet your standards? Guess what? If those people don't meet your beauty standards, guess what? Just leave them alone. Don't tell them that they're ugly. Don't sit there and tell them, oh, you're fat, you're too skinny, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. That's just an asshole move. That's a dick move. Don't do that shit. Because how does that benefit you? How does you insulting someone or judging someone based on their body image, how does that benefit you? Tell me, please. Because if you can tell me how it benefits you, guess what? You would have killed my argument. You would have killed my argument. If it benefits you in any way, guess what? You would have killed my argument. Don't say some shit like, oh, I just get a kick out of it, you know, it makes me happy. Guess what? Because that's ignorant. Like, you're an asshole. You're an absolute asshole if that's why you judge people. Because you get a kick out of it. Guess what? You're an asshole. And it's people like you that are a problem in this fucking society. I'm friends with a lot. I used to have a lot of friends, you know. I don't have many friends nowadays, you know, especially, you know, moving around and, you know, being in the military, you move away from people. But I've made new friends. But I've had plenty of friends that were overweight. Did I judge them for it? No. Guess what? We always had good times together. We had fun together. I've had skinny friends. I have overweight friends. I have slim friends that look good. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have worded like that look good. I meant to say, like, you know, like they're cut or like they're really fit. I should have put it that way. There you go. Guess what? I judge none of them. I judge people based on their personality and the way they treat others. And the way they move about their life. That's how I judge people. First of all, if you're going to judge somebody based on their looks and you don't even know that person, like, who the fuck are you? Like you're an asshole. Like, you're just an asshole. Period, point blank. Like, it's that simple. You're an asshole. You can't justify that. You really can't. You can't justify judging other people based on their body image. Because it's ignorant. And you shouldn't fucking do it. Like, you really are an asshole. Like, you really are. And again, so, for men too, listen, don't, like, again, like, take some points that I was saying to the females. Like, don't feel pressured to change your body image because other people are saying that you need to look a certain way. Don't do it. It's fucking toxic as fuck. Yes, men deal with it too. Men deal with body image problems. Of course they do. They're human. They're a person just like any other woman, man, whatever. Don't feel pressured to follow other people's standards because they say you don't look good. Who gives a fuck what they say? Who gives a fuck what other people say? Are you comfortable with yourself? Yeah? Then continue on with your life. Don't worry about other people's opinions. Me, I'm personally, like, I don't give a single fuck about what people have to say about me. I really don't, in any matter. Body image, I don't care. Body image, fucking the way I act, I really don't care. I don't care. Because people's opinions of you are not important. I promise you. It's 100%. It doesn't matter. It really don't. There's no reason for you to keep up an image of yourself that you need to portray around people. It's just, no. Don't do it. Because there's no need for it. It's unnecessary and it does not benefit you in the slightest. It doesn't. Oh, but more people will like me. Guess what? If you need to change, if you need to put on a persona or act a certain way or try to make yourself look a certain way to please other people, guess what? You don't need those people. You don't need those people in your life because they're not benefiting you. They're not, like, the relationship isn't benefiting you. Now, am I only saying that you only need friendships and relationships for benefits? No. Of course not. But I mean, it doesn't benefit you on a psychological level. It doesn't benefit you on a physical level. It doesn't. It just doesn't benefit you to be around people and have to put on a persona. Because honestly, keeping up that persona is just going to damage you. You're going to lose who you are. You're going to think you're somebody when you're actually somebody else. It's just going to damage your persona. And it just is. It happens. I had to act a certain way so I could try to keep friends and do certain shit. But guess what? Looking back at it, I'm just like that was just dumb. Like why am I trying to put on a persona for other people to like me? You try to act friendly to other people. You try to be like, oh, yeah. No. If people like you for who you are, that's the only people you need for your life. You need people in your life that like you for who you are, and that is it. You don't need to put on a mask. You don't need to put on a disguise so other people will be comfortable around you. If they're not comfortable with you, you don't need them in your life. And that's it. That's really it. Long story short, beauty standards portrayed on TV and shit, unrealistic. Unrealistic. Now, of course, there's people trying to fight this. Of course, the people that stood up against this. I'm not the only one. Of course, there's people standing up against it. The world is changing. The world is changing every single day. But yeah, like I said, beauty standards, unrealistic. Beauty is perceptive. That's it. Have a good day, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.